Hey guys, it's Lizard here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a new and super popular bridging method in the Minecraft community. Of course, I'm talking about the fruitberries bridge. This bridging method has become popular very recently when fruitberry started uploading movement montages to YouTube where he used this method to help him move from island to island really quickly. But is it actually even that quick or useful? Well, today I'm going to be talking about all of that and more, so if you do end up enjoying the video, please do consider subscribing, but with that being said, let's get into it. If you haven't already seen what the bridging method looks like, essentially what it is you jumping completely backwards and placing 2 blocks underneath your feet, and then landing on them and repeating. This advanced strategy of clutching over and over again to bridge really fast is something we've seen in a lot of other bridging methods such as tele bridging and unicorn bridging, but I'll get more into that later. So now let's talk about the fruitberries bridge itself and why there are so many flaws in the method. First things first, the setup for this bridge is so slow. In order to set up the bridge for yourself, you're going to have to turn around 180 degrees from where you want to bridge to, place 1 block below your feet, and then look forward about 1.5 blocks on the ground below you. From here, all you have to do is walk backwards until you get to the edge of the block, jump, wait a little bit, and place 2 blocks under your feet, and then repeat. The bridging method itself is pretty simple, as you don't really have to move your mouse to be able to do it. You can hold it in the same spot and click over and over again. Essentially, if you can jump backwards and place your first 2 blocks, you'll be able to repeat this over and over again, which makes this bridging method somewhat easy to learn. So this actually sounds pretty good apart from the setup. So why exactly do I think this bridging method is useless? Well, to start things off, I actually compared this method side by side to speed bridging, and I found out that speed bridging is actually a fair bit faster, which means that this bridging method doesn't even give you extra speed. The reason I bring this up is that the fruitberries bridge has you jumping over the void in order to place blocks to bridge, so if something like a speed bridge is way less risky and a lot more consistent and is also even faster, then I really don't see the value in this bridge. And by no means am I hating on the bridging method itself. Of course it looks really cool and it's decently fast, so overall it's not that bad, but I'm just looking for things that could be improved on. Now I see a lot of similarities here between this method and the Breezely bridge. Both of these bridging methods are slower than a speed bridge, but are very popular because of how cool they look as opposed to speed itself. One thing I've always emphasized on my channel is that I think the Breezely bridge isn't all that bad because a lot of people really just like to show off a cool bridging method they learned instead of being fast. And in that case, I do actually think the fruitberries bridge is quite cool as well because it is a really nice bridging method you can learn, and you don't even need to learn any advanced clicking methods such as drag clicking or butterfly. This definitely puts it high on the charts of the coolest looking single click bridging method, and is one that you can learn very quickly. Of course, I've already compared this bridging method to speed bridging, but I'd like to compare it to all the other main bridging methods just so you get a kind of idea of how fast it really is. To find which is the best overall, I compared the max speeds you get doing each bridging method, and to start off we can see with the fruitberries bridge, you're going to be getting less than 4 blocks per second, which if we compare to something like a speed bridge, I get about exactly 4 blocks per second, but you can actually go even faster with speed bridge. With a god bridge, you're going to get about 4.4 blocks per second, and if you jump it goes up to a little below 5. And with the tele bridge, you're easily going to be hitting over 5 blocks per second, and if you mix in speed tele, it'll be closer to 6. So this bridging method is decently fast, and I can't deny that. Although it's slower than speed bridge, it still could be fairly useful to the average player. But is it useful for Bed Wars? Now my short answer is no, and the main reason for this is the setup. I've talked about the same issue in videos about god bridging before, where the setup is really just so inconvenient and takes way too long that it actually cancels out more time than it saves. And with a method like the fruitberries bridge, where the bridge itself is not even going to save you any time, all that setup is doing is adding time onto your Bed Wars game that you really could be using to be more efficient and get your opponents out. Of course, if you're just trying to have fun in Bed Wars, it is a fun method to pull off and maybe impress your opponents, but if we're focusing entirely on the sweaty side of Bed Wars where you're just trying to win, this method is not going to help you whatsoever. The only place where I can really see this being used is in Sky Wars, which to be fair is where the bridging method was popularized. As you do the bridging method in sets of 2, you really only need like 1 or 2 of these sets to be able to get to mid in Sky Wars. What this means is that the setup time doesn't really cost you that much overall, and to be fair, once you know how to do this method really well, you'll probably be able to do it with minimal setup. One really important thing to note about the fruitberries bridge is that it's not actually entirely unique. A lot of players in the sweatier bridging community have pointed this out, and I really just wanted to emphasize it myself because the method is essentially just a unicorn bridge, except you're going 2 blocks back instead of 1 each time you jump. Honestly though, fruitberries put a lot of effort into the popularization of this bridging method, and I do think that it is fair to give him a lot of credit in the name of the method. Whether or not it's really useful is kind of irrelevant, and honestly I had a lot of fun making this commentary. I definitely see myself getting somewhat consistent at this bridging method just for fun, because honestly I really have nothing better to do in my life. But for now, that is going to be pretty much everything you need to know about why the fruitberries bridge really just sucks. If you guys did end up enjoying the video, please do consider subscribing, it really does help out a crazy amount with the channel. And if you're not already in it, make sure to join the Discord server down in the description. We're almost at 300 members and the community is absolutely amazing. But with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this commentary today, and let me know what topics you'd like to see covered in the future. But for now, that is going to be all, so I really do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.